Hello viewers, welcome to our channel. Today my topics will be on the same chapter SOLAS but another chapter, chapter 2.1, and initially I will start from the part 1. What else things are will come to know. Construction, structure, subdivision, stability, machinery and electrical installation. So all these things the regulations particularly before installation will come to know under this chapter. It contains total 12 chapters like chapter A, A1, B, B1, B2, B3, B4, C, D, E, F and G. Part A. As usual, general, that means in which category ships these rules will be applicable, will come to know. Under part A1, will come to know about structure of the ships. Part B will say subdivision and stability. Part C, machinery installations. Part D, electrical installations. Part E, additional requirements for periodical unattended machinery spaces. Part F, alternative design and arrangements. Part G, ships using low flash point fuels. Part A, general. It contains 3 regulations as per example, application, definition and definitions relating part C, D and E. So again, when we are talking about the general, that means same question will come for these rules and regulation will be applicable on which category of ships will come to know after going through this general topic. Part A. Regulation 1, application. This is only for the ships, the keels of which are laid or which are at a similar stage of construction on after 1st January 2009. It also states that for the parts B, B1, B2 and B4 of this chapter, regulations will be applicable for the ships, number 1, for which the building contract is placed on or after 1st January 2020, or number 2, in the absence of building contract, the keel of which is laid after 1st July 2020. The delivery of which is on or after 1st January 2024. In this chapter, one term, a similar stage of construction is very important. It indicates, number 1, construction identifiable with a specific ship begins, and number 2, assembly of that ship has commenced, comprising at least 50 tons or 1% of the estimated mass of all structural material, whichever is less. Another important term is all ships. It means ship constructed before, on or after 1st January 2009. Regulation 2, definitions. It defines some terms like subdivisions, length, freeboard, deck, breadth, draft, machinery spaces, etc. Under regulation 3, will come to know basically it says about steering the system on board ship. We know everybody what is the important factor of role of steering here. Steering is nothing like a fish's tail. A fish, when fish moves under the water, the tails actually select the direction and it gives some energy. Similarly, our steering gear system also will give the power to move the vessel in under some direction. It also defines about emergency condition, dead ship condition, emergency switchboard, emergency source of power, definitions of gas tanker, chemical tanker, etc. Part 1 structural, mechanical, electrical requirement of ship under regulation 3.1 and regulation under 3.2 protective coating of dedicated seawater ballast tank in all ships and double side skin pieces of bulk carriers, everything will get here. Under regulation 3.3 safe access to tanker bows will get it, and regulation 3.4 emergency towing arrangement. Yes, sometimes vessel has to be towed in total failure of power or some machinery problem. So towing arrangement, how it should be, will come to know when we will go through under regulation 3.4. Regulation 3.5, new inspection of the materials coating asbestos. Everybody knows about the bad impact of the asbestos, which causes fatal diseases as, for example, lung cancer, mesothelioma, etc. From 1st January 2011, it is totally banned for all ships. The new installation of the materials contain asbestos. Regulation 3.6, access to and within spaces in and forward of the cargo area of oil tankers and bulk carriers. What does it mean? In each space area shall be provided with the means of access to enable throughout the life of a ship overall and close-up inspection and thickness measurements of the ship structure to be carried out by the administration, the company as defined in regulation 9/1 and the ship's personnel and other as necessary. Under this regulation, the ship structure access manual will be available on board, which will guide us overall and close-up inspection and access for thickness measurement of various areas. Regulation 3.7, construction drawing maintained on board and ashore. Regulation 3.8, towing and mooring equipment. Regulation 3.9, means of embarkation on and disembarkation from the ships. Regulation 3.10, goal-based ship construction standard for the bulk carriers and oil tanker. Yes, here we'll come to know under this regulation, lots of criteria is there. Basically, it says about the ship shall be designed and constructed for a specified design life to be safe and environmentally friendly. That means ship have adequate strength, integrity and stability to minimize the risk of loss of the ship or pollution to the marine environment due to structural failure, including collapse resulting in flooding or loss of watertight integrity. Regulation 3.11, corrosion protection of the cargo oil tanks and crude oil tankers. This is applicable for crude oil tankers of 5,000 tons and above. Contract is placed on or after 1st Jan 2013 and for ships the delivery of which is on or after 1st January 2016. Under Regulation 3.12, protection against noise, this regulation shall apply to ships of 1,600 gross tonnage and above. Some conditions are there on some ships for application of the regulation. As for example, building contract is placed on or after 1st July 2014, the delivery of which is on or after 1st July 2018, like this. So here I have to stop of this lecture because I've just concluded this chapter 2.1. So this is an important chapter, but regulations are very much not very too much there. So some things will come to know. Another chapter will have, that is chapter 2.2, that I will again come back on the same channel and I will be discussed with you. So I do hope, as usual, you have enjoyed this lecture session, and very soon we'll meet together. Thank you. Till then, goodbye.